course, there's the notorious story about the Rockers when they were in your territory. Can you tell us what exactly happened there? We recently interviewed Marty Jannetty, but he wasn't very specific, and he was saying it was basically Shawn's fault that you guys ended up firing them, I guess.
You know what happened, and again, it's hard, I don't want to criticize good people, close friends of mine, but Bob Armstrong was real hot for us as Bullet Bob, and at that time in Alabama, and he had 3 sons in there working, Brad, Steve, and Scott, and they were all working, and they were pushing. They wanted me to push Tracy Smothers and his son Steve Armstrong, very, very strong, the Southern boys, and so that was the same time that we brought these guys in. Now I looked at the Rockers and I said, "Whoa, man, we're going to do this." And I don't have any problem with just saying, "Man, this is it. We're going to shove this team 9 million miles an hour." Well, that right away got a bad feeling going with a real dear friend of mine, Bob Armstrong. And Bob thinking, you know, you've already got, what are you hiring these guys? What do you want these guys when you already got Steve and Tracy and the Southern boys, and you can give them a big push and they're going to draw you the money you need and all. And just said, well, they had been there for a while, and so I just made a change and started pushing the Rockers really hard. And there was problems. It's got to be problems enough to where I told my brother Ron that I didn't want to really deal with it. So he said okay, and so I took a vacation, and Bob Armstrong took the book to do the booking, and when he did, he fired the Rockers right there and said, okay, we're going to go with Steve and Tracy, and my brother just went, what? You know, and I, you know, I'm sitting in the background there, and I said, hey, I said, you didn't know that was coming? I said, oh. He was like, gosh, you can't do that. You know, we can't do that. So Bob stepped back. I came back in, took the book again, hired him back right away. And probably a month later, that dissension, that hardship between good friends that had worked together for years and years, that I took a stand. I said, listen, I want these boys. That's it. And then New York wanted them. And so it's the easy answer. So now we're pushing Steve and Tracy.
Right.
but I saw the quality of these guys, and I knew Shawn, but without a doubt, really going places. And I wanted to be on the ground floor of that and make a lot of money while doing it.
So that explains when I was doing my shoot interview with Tracy, he said he felt a lot of heat from Shawn in the WWE's dressing room, and that explains probably where a lot of that heat stems from. Shawn was aware of some of the stuff going on.
There was some hard feelings because, like I said, I had Tracy and Steve living there and starting to work with them. And then I just had a chance to get my hands on these boys, the Rockers, and I said, oh, I've turned down that good talent. I'm not going to do it. We're just going to deal with this. And it wound up being one of those deals very difficult to deal with without hardship of dear friends and people's families, you know, stuff that happens. But, you know, I've always said, you know, dadgummit, man, the bottom line is, we do what we need to do to fill up the house and to choose the best talent and use them the best we can.